The online meeting agenda makes it quick and easy to sign up for meeting roles in advance and to communicate with other club members. Do I have your attention? Okay, let's see how it works. First, log into the club website. If you're unfamiliar with this process, please review the section on login procedures. Your computer screen should look like that shown on your viewing monitor right now. Note the red arrow. Click on Meeting Agendas. Your computer screen should now look like that showing on your viewing screen at the present time. Check the date of the meeting agenda, as indicated by the red arrow. It should be the correct date for the next meeting. If not, or if you wish to sign up or do something else on a different agenda, click where indicated by the green arrow. Note that other dates are displayed. To choose any one of them, simply click on the date and the associated agenda will be displayed. You can switch to any meeting agenda at any time by this same procedure. As you will soon see, you can sign up, view, or perform other tasks with any of the agendas on file, provided the meeting has not yet occurred. After the date of any given meeting has passed, its agenda cannot be changed. The ability to save previous agendas provides a valuable historical record showing who did what and when. Note these buttons indicated by the red arrow. From left to right, clicking on them will, first, email copies of the meeting agenda to the club members. Second, print copies of the agenda currently displayed on the screen. Third, download a role report for your activities over a selected period of time. A demonstration will be provided very shortly. And/or fourth, print out a paper sign-up sheet for multiple dates, which will also be demonstrated later in this video. What you see on your viewing screen now is the command screen for determining which information you would like with regards to your meeting roles. This is handy for completing dates in your speech and leadership manuals if you forgot to write that information inside your manuals when you perform the speech or other role. This is also useful for planning your future speeches and other roles, since this utility allows you to review what roles you have performed and how recently you performed those roles. Note that you can easily select specific time frames and roles when you print these reports. Try these features out and practice with them when you have some time. This is an example of a role sign-up sheet. You can print it out and use it as a very handy method to allow members to sign up for future roles immediately after the end of a meeting. Later on, someone can enter this information online. The bar indicated by the red arrow allows you to scroll up and down on the meeting agenda. Note that the meeting agenda has been scrolled down considerably to show this next portion of the meeting agenda. To sign up for a role, simply click on one of the blue boxes on the right side of the menu. For example, if you were to click on the blue box to the right of Table Topics, as indicated by the green arrow, you immediately become signed up as the Table Topics Master for that evening. The system knows which member logged in and assigns that member to the role. As the red arrow indicates, Jim Sullivan signed up as the Table Topics Master for this meeting. Note also the envelope icon, as indicated by the green arrow, and the X in brackets, as indicated by the blue arrow. You can send an email by clicking on the envelope icon, and you can cancel your role by clicking on the X. Allow me to explain these features in more detail. If you want to email Jim Sullivan, simply click on the envelope icon. This will set up an email message body for you to fill in. Suppose, for example, you are the Toastmaster of the meeting, and you want to know if Jim has already set up his table topics questions. You can easily contact him using this feature. If you realize you can't make it to a meeting, you can use the Cancel Role feature by clicking on the X to open the role up for others. Note that I canceled my role as Table Topics Master, scrolled back up, and switched to a speaking role. Speaking roles are more complicated because you must specify your speech project, your speech title, and provide a brief introduction for you and/or your speech. Let's see how that's done. First, click on the Manual Speech Time arrow, which is indicated by the red arrow on your screen. That brings down a menu that has all the speeches from all the manuals. Use the scroll bar, which is indicated by the red arrow, to go up or down until you find your speech project, and then click on your speech project. Note that I selected Competent Communicator Speech Project number 9. My speech manual, project number, and time have all been selected by my last mouse click. Now, the speech title can be typed into the box indicated by the red arrow. Note that I have typed in my speech title. Next, type in a brief introduction to you, your speech, or both, in the box indicated by the red arrow. By brief, I mean about 25 to 50 words. Only the Toastmaster of the meeting will be able to see this information prior to the meeting. This gives you an easy way to communicate this to the Toastmaster of the meeting. Professional speakers always have good introductions, and you can shorten your speech time a little by letting the Toastmaster of the meeting deliver some of your speech for you through the speech introduction that you provide. Note how the brief introduction on your screen introduces both the speaker and the speech. Just in case it is hard to read, let me tell you what it says. Jim Sullivan has been a Toastmaster for almost a decade. He has earned Advanced Communicator Gold and Advanced Leader Bronze awards. Tonight, he will be demonstrating some of the features of the online agenda system and encouraging us to use it. Please help me welcome him now. Click on the blue Update Speech Details to store this information. This is the next screen you should see. It confirms your selection has been saved. Click on the OK box to continue. You can now make changes if you wish to do so, or do something else. If you do make changes, you will need to click the Update Speech Details box again. You can return to the screen and make changes in your speech information at any time prior to the meeting. But remember that the Toastmaster of the meeting and or others may not have time to make those changes in the printed agenda and related items. Scrolling down to the bottom of the online meeting agenda, we see the following. Remember, the scroll bar is on the far right, as indicated by the red arrow. Note that most roles work like Table Topics Master in that all you need to do to sign up for them is to click on the Sign Up box next to them. At the bottom of the meeting agenda, you will see another box. This box can be used for making meeting notes. As indicated by the red arrow, one possible use of this information box has been demonstrated. Just in case it is difficult to read on your computer screen, it simply says, "Please be sure to attend this meeting. Thanks." There are many other types of messages that can be shared with the club using this box, such as dues reminders, club officer election updates, meeting themes, words of the day, educational and leadership awards, notices of member absences, etc. You can change these notes, add to them, or delete them at any time prior to the meeting. When you're ready to save them, at least temporarily, click on the blue Update Meeting Notes button, which is indicated by the green arrow. By the way, this is simply a convenient option. It is not required, but communicating this way can be very helpful to other members. Observe how the meeting notes have been added to the meeting agenda just above the notes box, as indicated by the red arrow. Note also that the meeting notes were cleared from the data entry box. Further note that the member who posted the notes is indicated in front of the notes. You don't need to do anything else at this point since you have saved your role information already. However, let's recall just two more things. So scroll back to the top of the meeting agenda using the scroll bar on the far right as indicated by the green arrow. If you want to send out a copy of the meeting agenda as it now stands, you can click on the icon indicated by the red arrow. You can add an email message to the top of this meeting agenda before you send it. You can also print out the agenda as it stands right now by using the button indicated by the green arrow. You have now seen how easy it is to use the system and how effective it is. You should be ready to try the system out now, and I'm asking you to do so in the next few days. But don't forget to log out when you do.